What's good, y'all? It's Khalil the Mechanic. Again, I'm about to show y'all how to tint this type of window with a ragtop. It's not a normal front or back windshield because it doesn't have a dot matrix. This is the exact perimeter. But on the inside, everything still applies. So I'm gonna show y'all how to put some 15% tint on here. So I already prepped it. I put the baby powder on there with the dryer sheet. I'm about to get the camera set up and show y'all how easy it is, because it's really not hard. It's gonna be perfectly shrink and it's gonna have no light gaps. Watch and see. All right, so you'll start with the regular, lay out the bulk sheet of film, just like that. Just make sure it's big enough to cover the whole window. All right, so not to this perimeter, but down here, we're just gonna trim off the little bit of excess, just to make it a little easier for us. All right, so you're gonna start with not the full H pattern, but we're gonna do the anchor across the middle. You can't do the H pattern because it won't lay down right here whatsoever. So pick it up, let the middle, tack it down. Tack, 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 tack. Same for the other side. And we're gonna shift it. I mean, not shift. We're gonna shrink it and shift it in corners. So, we're gonna do the typical. Start on one side, as close as we can to this perimeter. And we're gonna go as far over to the driver's side as we can. Keep working it as close as we can get it to the driver's side. All right, that's that on top. Shrink as much as you can. Shrink and dink it. A little more right there. Now, gonna have to shrink in portions, so we're gonna do this bottom corner first. So I'm gonna shift it up that way, up and to the left. So pick that up. Same, shrink. Then I'm gonna shift it this way. I'm gonna do this bottom corner. And the same for the top two corners. Get up there. Alright, so that's pretty much shrink for the most part. May not be 100%, but it's enough. Alright, so next I'm gonna spray under the film and above the film, and I'm gonna lay it down. I'm gonna do it in a, like, I'm gonna start close to this corner because I'll be cutting this corner first. So I got enough here just to get this entire bottom edge and up here. So I'm gonna do bottom up, then I'm gonna shift down this way and side top. That way it basically made the whole entire pattern big enough to fit inside of this perimeter on the inside of the pattern. Now mind you, it's not gonna be perfectly shrink right now, but we'll get to it. Start all the way over here, right before the part where it curves up. Start about maybe 1/8 of an inch right before that. So now that this part is done, I'm gonna do the right side. Same idea, I'm gonna start about 1/8 of an inch up and then same, stopping at the top right before we get to that curve. I lost my blade. Alright, now, like I said before, we're going to shift it down and to the right, just about 1/4 of an inch each direction. Alright, so now you should have a little bit of lip hanging off at the bottom and the right side. I'm going to squeeze all the water out, make sure we don't shift it. Now, same thing for the driver's side. Start before the curve and before the curve. You're gonna put your finger here and start in the middle. It's gonna be hard for you to reach all the way over there. Push it up to its highest point. Stick the razor out, and as you pop it in, push up. Same for the other side, push it up to the highest point. Start where you left off with that cut, bring it all the way over here. Now what's left to do is to make all these corners connect, round them all off, either to the best that you can to the shape there, or just a more so square round or a square edge. These have a lot of room on the inside, so it really doesn't matter what shape you do. Pattern should fit properly on the inside with no light gaps. The question is it going to lay down the way we want it to. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with wetting this one more time. Actually, we got 2 more times. Keep the bottom edge completely exposed. As close to the edge as we can get. Now, as you can see, maybe, despite the leftover soapy water, it's got just a couple fingers left to shrink out. Then, wet it one last final time, shift it down, have the top completely exposed, and then it'll be time to install. So now it should be thoroughly shrink. Now it's good to install. I'm gonna cut out the rest of these windows and come back when I'm ready to show you how to install it. All right, so boom, I got the whole car cut out, ready to install. So I'm gonna start with this back window. This is the part that is completely normal, like a regular back window. So I'm gonna spray it down, scrub it down, squeegee all the dirty water out, and then install it. This is our final outcome, and as you can see, there are no light gaps. This is just soapy water down here.